Just past 7 o'clock here at the top of the hour, and so grateful that you're joining us as always. I'm Christy Paul.
I'm Victor Blackwell. A pleasure to be with you every weekend.
Absolutely. A historic moment here, too, we're talking about today for U.S.-Cuba relations. President Obama shook hands with Cuban President Raul Castro at a summit in Panama. They even spoke on the phone earlier this week.
Now, the last time something like this happened was back in 1959, and here's the picture when then Vice President Nixon and Fidel Castro shook hands. And now the White House is considering better U.S.-Cuba relations and having Cuba removed from the list of state sponsors of terror. CNN's Rosa Flores is live in Panama City for us now. And Rosa, is there an official meeting? This I'm calling just an encounter because they shook hands, spoke for a minute, but a sit-down meeting between the two presidents, is that planned?
You know, it's not. There is no official bilateral meeting that has been set between both heads of state. But I want to go back to that picture because I want to take you behind the scenes, how that picture was taken and why it's not an official photo. Because if you look closely, it's not the official handshake. There's no media around. This was actually in a leaders' lounge. So it was a meeting before the actual inauguration of the Summit of the Americas. So it was just leaders just mingling, and then bam, you have President Obama and President Castro shaking hands, mingling a little bit. We, of course, don't have audio to that video, otherwise that would be fascinating. And then, of course, I was trying to look around in that video, Victor, to see, was somebody mediating this meeting, this encounter? I was looking for the Cardinal, perhaps, because as you know, the Vatican, for the first time, sending someone to the Summit of the Americas, a Cardinal. But no, it looked very casual, just a casual encounter. And of course, everyone here in Panama and around the world talking about that handshake. But I got to tell you something, you know, they broke the ice on Wednesday when both leaders spoke by phone. And President Obama was still in Washington, D.C. President Castro was still in Havana. And from what we've learned, they spoke about the ongoing negotiations to get embassies in Havana and in Washington, D.C. So, again, we will be monitoring all of the events today because, as you know, there's events throughout the day, and these two leaders will be mingling. They could meet on the sidelines, but like I mentioned, no official bilateral meeting has been set. Victor?
All right, Rosa Flores for us in Panama City. Rosa, thanks.